Hey guys, welcome back to All Things Outdoors. So I got a project going on right now. Actually, I've got several projects going on. It's almost fall. I kind of just got my priorities rearranged. Just got back from Colorado. I've been wanting to replace my pod lights on the Bronco. They get a little dingy. These are cheaper pod lights. Actually, I just bought some when I first got the Bronco. This is a 2021. Just wanted to put them on just to get some lights on. Didn't really do much research. Found a halfway reasonable pair, cheapest I could find. They actually had good reviews, but I don't like how they haven't really held up that well. And I think that's what you get with a cheaper pair of pod lights. When you look at the acrylic, it's really dingy and nasty. And the crazy thing is I actually use like a headlight treatment on this to try to keep that from happening, to see if that would actually make a big difference. And it did, but it's time. These have got to go. Well, a company reached out to me, and I was actually kind of excited about it. But Colight LED reached out and asked if I'd want to try some of their LED lights. So before I replied to Colight, I jumped on their website, took a look and see what they had, to see if it might be something I'm interested in. 'Cause after jumping on Colight's website and seeing all the different lights that they had and all the different accessories, I was actually pretty impressed. And I did see a set of lights that I was interested in. So I did reply to Colight, and here's what they sent me. First off, it's a light bracket, and that's going to mount on the crowd. And then the lights I selected are actually the Rob 2 Pros. Now, a couple things why I selected these lights. One, it kind of almost matched my grill for you Bronco owners. But two, it comes in a couple different varieties. You can get a spotlight, a floodlight, or a disperse light in white or amber or yellow. It actually comes in a 6063 aircraft aluminum frame, and it is I-68 waterproof. But there was one particular aspect of these lights that I liked, that led me to go ahead and say, hey, yes, let's try these out. They actually have lenses, and on their website you'll see replacement lenses for sale. If this lens gets dingy, then it can be replaced. Also, check this out. This I thought was a really cool feature. They actually have replacement lenses to where I can either make this a flood yellow, or I can make it a spot yellow as well. Basically, you can buy any set of replacement lenses to change up your light however you wish, or maybe that lens is getting a little rough, you can just replace it. We're going to go ahead and install these things. One thing with the Bronco, I am using the aux switch. They do have wiring harnesses with quick connects. They are waterproof, super easy to install, but what I'm going to end up having to do is cut the connect off, because I'm hooking directly to the aux panel in the Bronco that came from the factory. So let's get rid of the old lights and let's put these new Colights on and see what happens. Just remember, when you go to remove your lights, always unhook the power cable to your battery and make sure you're choosing the right tool for the right job. I'm just kidding at it. No, hold on. That's better. Okay, here's what we got. We got the mount off of there. Wires are tucked under into the engine there. I got it running through the sleeve, and then this wire here. We're going to cut this wire, these two wires here, and that's what we're going to attach our new lights into. And then on this other side, kind of the same thing. Mounts off, wires ran under here. The new lights will run off the same aux switch that I have these lights hooked up to now. So let's go ahead and get started on that and get these things mounted up and see what they look like. And light number 2. One thing I got to do, I got to cut the quick connect off. I'm not going to use it, and then that way I can feed this wire underneath the crowd. But since I'm directly soldering and heat shrinking to the aux switch versus a quick connect, which doesn't comes standard on a Bronco. I'm going to go ahead and cut this off right now. And then there's 2 wires I'm going to have to strip out, a red and black, obviously power and negative. We'll get those put on here and see if we can get that fed underneath there. Knock that out. I got the red and black exposed. I feel like I should have ran it under the hood before I exposed it. Maybe it probably didn't matter, but it might make it a little stiffer on the end. Someone keeps launching hickory nuts at me. It's not cool. Stop it. I'll get that cleaned up here in a second, but the lights are hooked up. I want to make sure that they work real quick, and then we'll work on getting this buttoned up and everything mounted. So let's hit our switch here real quick. And, but, oh my, blinding. Okay, those work. So let's get those turned off. What I'm going to do is get some looms around the wires and then get everything buttoned up under here. And then let's get this thing mounted. So I wanted to kind of get everything drawn in, wired up before I put the mounts. I got plenty of flex in the cables to get them mounted up correctly. So let's go ahead and work on that. That's all loomed up. All right, let's wrap this up. Okay, so that's on there really flush. It actually doesn't look too bad. And as you can see, there's actually room for 2 lights. So my second set of lights are coming. Side note, if you put the bracket on first, it'll make it a lot easier getting this together. So I went ahead and mounted the bracket. Now we're going to slide it. It actually made a hole for the antenna, so it fits nicely over that. We'll get this bolted in, and then all we have to do is attach the light to the bracket. So we'll get that knocked out. There you have it, the Colight Rob 2 Pros. Super happy with them. Again, the replacement lenses, you can buy a whole variety of different times. You can buy on the Colight website. Be sure to check them out. I'll leave a link to their website and these lights specifically in the description. And I'm actually going to put in a coupon code. If interested, you'll get 15% off those lights. So go to Colight, look up Rob 2 Pros, put them in your basket, go to checkout, add in the coupon ATOD15, get 15% off. So I guess there's only one thing to really do. Let's wait for it to get dark, and then we'll do one final walkthrough. All right, I need your help. You don't mind, do you?
No, it's okay.
Okay, so I just put these lights in. It's dark back here.
I feel like I'm gonna trip.
Yeah, well, don't worry. Go ahead and stand like right in front of the Bronco. I need you to tell me if something works, okay? Let me know if this works.
Okay.
I need to know how bright they are, okay?
Right. They work.
Are you sure?
I think so.
On a scale to 1 to 10, how bright are...
12.
Huh?
12.
12? Here's just my headlights. And that is with the Colight pod lights set to the ditch, the flood white. No pod lights. Pod lights. I'd say they're pretty bright.